So let's talk about the part most photographers spend hours on afterwards, the culling process. And we know that shooting is one part of it. And as you explained, there are a lot of parts in the process which are not shown to the client. And culling is definitely one of them. You have been using deep culling, and I want to show it to our audience. If you can walk us through today your workflow.
Yeah, so here's a project I had a couple of weeks ago. And the first thing I wanted to touch on before I even get into FilterPixel is something that you actually mentioned at the beginning, is that it doesn't take, like, we're using AI, but it's not taking away from the photographer.
100%.
And I think that's quite a common misconception, especially with a lot of the talk that's going on around AI at the moment. It's not taking away from my skill. It's not taking away from changing the way that I do things in a creative sense. It's just making things smoother for me and to have that quick turnaround. So this is obviously a project I have. It's from a basketball game here in Canada. And I think for me, the best part is the speed at which it culls. I mean, I could literally put it on, go get a glass of water, and I come back and it's done, which is something that is hugely important to me. And having that fast turnaround is something that has been talked about a lot in this industry. And this is something that works really well with FilterPixel. And then from there, like, we have FilterPixel's best photos. These ones I'll review, which they don't take me long at all to review. I'll just pop through them all. You can see some of them are repeats anyways. And then the rejected, which is ones that just don't quite work, which is perfect for me. I don't even need to look at them. It's like, okay, FilterPixel's done its job there. I'm happy. And then the big part for me that I really enjoy is the AI analysis. I think being able to look at each thing. I mean, of course, I can do this myself, but again, it comes down to speed. And so I see this right away. Like, I know what's going to work here. And then also having each set or scene and then it choosing its best out of those as well. So I just think the speed and the way that it runs itself is what makes it matter and what makes it important for me in my daily workflow as a sports photographer.
Very interesting. I think when you talk about AI analysis, one of the interesting things that we redesigned or rethought and then came out with this particular approach is the genre specific angle. When we were creating it for photographers in 2025, we were thinking that everybody culls the same, but then over a period, after taking a lot of feedback from the community, we realized people who are photographers who are doing weddings and photographers who are doing sports and photographers who are doing other kind of work, they all have different ways of how they select photos. Initially, it came out like just an idea to us to create specific selection criteria on which we will choose the photos based on what the genre they select at the beginning. And then we did it. And then we went back to the photographers to give feedback, and they told us, I don't understand on which criteria it is choosing my photos. And until I have that particular transparency, I cannot trust it. And the factor of trust was very important. Then we have to come out with a way where AI can tell the criteria, like it can explain why it has rejected and why it has.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think trust is a very big topic in this. Being able to trust that it's doing what you need it to do. And through the time of me using this, it's earned my trust, you know?
What was your previous workflow and how much time was it taking before, and how is it right now?
Yeah, my previous workflow was literally manually. So I put it into a folder and then I would manually cull it over myself, which would take an hour to an hour and a half easily. Whereas, you know, I've had shoots where I've uploaded, you know, just over 2,000 photos into FilterPixel and it's taken about 4 minutes to cull.
Yeah, we are definitely in a new era. And as you said, that it's not replacing, it's basically helping people out and saving time and making sure that their clients are happy and they're able to deliver the same day and provide extra value to their clients. We deliver the same day, or we make you happy and can get more referrals on that particular part as well.
I do quite enjoy the AI analysis part of it. It's just all about being quick. And, you know, going back to the conversation of AI, if AI was taking over photography, you wouldn't be there on the sidelines taking the photos. At the end of the day, I'm still the one clicking a button. It's just how do we maximize that workflow from the first photo you take to delivering it to the client. And that's the part that, for me, I needed to speed up and get to work smoother. So FilterPixel's been great for that.